Robin again, and I'm a little speechless right now because I just got done watching the Blacklist Season 1, Episode 3, called Wujing. Wujing. Or case number 84. Now, this episode, honestly, was really, really good, but that twist at the end, I don't really know what to think about it. I'm really, really speechless right now. There's so much that happened in this episode that left us with so many clues that I don't know what to say anymore about the show. I'm just like really confused on what is happening right now. So let me try to recap what I just watched because, as I said, this is the most confusing show ever to review on YouTube. You have to like pay. You have to pay complete attention at all times at the very end of the show. Like, when the case is going on, not so much. But once it goes to the end, oh yeah, you gotta pay a hell of a lot of attention. So, the case this week, honestly, was not anything that interesting. It was basically just like a freelance Chinese spy who's targeting CIA agents. That part was not interesting. What was really, really interesting is the questions that are starting to be asked. We got the biggest question asked in this episode. And Elizabeth Keene asked Red a big question. And that question was, why did you pick me for this? Why was I the one you chose? Why couldn't you have picked someone who was more experienced in this? I mean, I'm brand new at this. Why did you pick me? And Red says, because of your father. This could mean so many things. After Elizabeth hears this, she's so confused because she's thinking, wait a minute, did you work for him? Did you know him? Are you him? And he doesn't tell her anything. He just says, because of your father. And he leaves it at that. And, I mean, I'm loving what the directors are doing, but I mean, come on, guys. All he said was, because of your father. This definitely heavily implies that he is her father. I do think it could go another way, though. Maybe he was the one that did something to her father. Maybe he killed her father. Maybe he worked for her father. Maybe he was a friend of her father. There's so many possible options right now about that, and I don't know what to think about that, but what he said, I was like, that's the best you can do? You just gave her way too much information. She already has so much to worry about. I mean, her husband, Tom, has just come back from the hospital. They're throwing him this party and everything. He's starting to have physical therapy. He's starting to be able to, in his condition, he's starting to get out of it. And he's doing physical therapy, so that's good. But, it's really a lot of pressure for her because there's a lot she's going through right now, and you just put more stuff on her mind. And I definitely give props to the writers, though, because they really know how to stump us here. The next bit of information we get is, you know how we always get the montage song? Yeah, this time we see the same envelope. Now, let me just back you guys up here. In the case, Elizabeth actually used the gun in the case. The gun she found in the safe with all of her husband's things, with the passports and stuff. She got the gun and she killed the person with the gun. So she opens up this envelope to see more information about him because she had seen that envelope. She opens it up. All it says is classified. There's no information at all, not even a picture. All it says is classified. And this also starts giving her a lot of questions about her husband. Her husband claims he's this teacher and that he really loves her and that he's this devoted husband. But here's the thing, guys. As all of this is going on, and this is the part that had my jaw drop, I was like, oh my god, what is going on right now? As all this is going on, we see that someone is watching Elizabeth Keene, everything that's going on in the show. Someone is watching them under surveillance. That had my jaw dropped. I was like, what the hell was that? I couldn't believe what was going on because it's so, like, what? Someone's watching them under surveillance? So you're telling me someone is watching them under surveillance. This leads me to the question of is has Tom been forced to marry? Was he forced to marry her? Is this like a test or something? Is this like something he has to pretend? Like, that could be so many different things. Maybe it's someone that Red hired. Maybe Red hired this person to spy on them. You know, create problems for them. Maybe it's the government. Maybe the government is concerned about Elizabeth because, you know, she's working with Red, and Red is a criminal. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's just some random person. Maybe Tom was forced to marry Liz for some reason, and that guy is the person who forced them to marry, basically. There are just so many questions that could be answered right now, and that left me with so many answers. I'm like, and then they ended it. I was like, what the hell just happened? That's literally what I was like. My jaw was like this. But that's why I have like nothing to say, because it really was an amazing twist that someone's watching them under surveillance. That opens up a lot in this. That obviously the guy wasn't Red, because we saw the guy in the beginning of the episode, so we know it's not Red, because Red would not be watching people under surveillance. That's really good if he did, because he already has that Hannibal Lecter aspect of him, and I don't think he watches people under surveillance. This is obviously someone that either is, you know, something has to do with Tom or something has to do with Red. It's either Red hired this guy to watch over them and create problems for them, or this guy forced Tom to marry Liz, and that's what's going on here. Or it could be the government or something watching over them. Again, there's so many possibilities for guys, so let me know what you guys saw this episode. I think this was the craziest episode we've had yet of the Blacklist. They really are doing a great job with these twists at the end. But oh my god, that cliffhanger, I was like, no, don't end it there. I want to know more here. And I like that they're not giving us too much. They're really not. As far as Sleepy Hollow, guys, the show Sleepy Hollow, I don't know. I might watch Sleepy Hollow again, but I'm really not that impressed with it. I'm definitely more impressed by the Blacklist. So I might just watch that for you. And I'm also enjoying Mom more. So I'll probably be, my Mondays are probably just going to consist of How I Met Your Mother, We Are Men, Mom, and the Blacklist. And then possibly Sleepy Hollow will get watched, but I'm not sure. But I absolutely love this episode. I thought it was really, really great. Let me know if you guys saw this episode. Who is watching them under surveillance? I need to know this, guys. I really need to know your predictions. Who is Tom? What is he really doing? And why did Red say because of your father? What does that mean? What does that really mean? Oh my god, so many questions, guys. This show probably, I've never even seen Breaking Bad. I've heard that had so many twists. This has more twists than Breaking Bad. I've heard how many twists that show has. I've heard it's like the biggest, the most jaw-dropping, unexpected show ever. And this show has more twists than Breaking Bad. It's really confusing. That's it for this review. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next video. Okay, bye.